Hi, welcome back. We have a sign now.
We are so professional. So professional. We don't even
The other day, we discovered,
out of the on a random day, just a random day we discovered that TikTok hides comments if they have like hate speech or inappropriate words in them.
and we found we had a lot of hidden comments full of hate, so we thought we'd read them to you.
So this is like a random, what was it? Thursday.
Whatever day Grim's appointment was.
Yeah, you texted me at like
First thing in the morning, I
6
find
a.m.
it.
and she's like, "Look at all this hate we got." So we're just
But
gonna
it doesn't bother us, so that's good.
we'll try to give you like somewhat of the context of the video that we got the hate on and then the hate.
So we'll go from the most recent to older clips. And I could see how people could take things out of context when they see a 30-second clip when we've talked about something for like 10 minutes in the episode. So
Yeah.
bear with us. So recently, she had talked about her favorite movie, La La Land, and how Ryan Gosling wanted to fix his hand in his newer movie, which I don't remember the name of it.
Project Hail Mary.
Okay. And someone said they need to make podcast equipment unaffordable because, oh my God, y'all are so boring. And then I was like, I was really tired. Your charger's hanging out for dear life. I was really I was really tired and I just I was really flat in the episode. I feel like I'm usually Did you think that? I feel like I'm usually more lively and stuff and I was just pretty flat in the last episode. I was really
We
tired.
recorded
We
it
were
first
full
of
of
all.
breadsticks and it was late at night.
We got home from like a day on the town and she's like, "Let's record an episode right now." And I'm like, "Uh."
Well, we just have had stuff going on
So
lately.
it was an interesting one. I
But
had a
but
blast.
anyways, I was like, well, maybe we are boring, but we're unbothered. So, sorry Esther. Her name's Esther. Another one. Okay, this wasn't hate, but I thought it was funny. It said it was talking about our grandma and how she used to put soap on our tongue and smack us with the fly swatter. And one of my best childhood friend said, I remember going over there when we were younger and Alicia saying, we have to be on our best behavior. I never wanted to see her wrath. Haha. I was like, true.
True. Did she ever go over there when you guys were young?
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, our Grim was used to be scary. She's gotten less scary over it though.
We're not scared now. She wishes we were though.
She can't catch up.
Um, okay, so another recent one was Taylor Frankie Paul, the video specifically of her the night she got arrested, I believe, of her hurling metal bar stools at her baby daddy and also hit one of her children, supposedly, allegedly. The video was everywhere, so I'm sure most of you have seen it. But we were talking about how why are people defending Taylor when you can see in the video she is in the wrong? I mean, he might have done something wrong too, but that is not in the video.
Hmm.
But if it was a baby daddy hurling a chair at a mother and it hit her and the baby, no one would defend them. They would just be assumed to be a monster. So we got so much hate. Someone said, I'm so glad you guys have never been in an experience where what she did makes sense. And the person that said this name is Harley with a heart. So,
Just adding them. Okay, I do get what they're saying. Some abuse is reactive abuse, but she was arrested for being the primary aggressor, so
and we were talking about what you see in the video. The whole subject was about the video. Anyways, we replied and we said in the video she was the primary aggressor. We're not talking about self defense. And then Harley said back, why was my reply deleted? Is it because it completely trashes the narrative you guys have chosen to believe? Just saying you hate women would be easier.
and
We
mind
don't hate
you,
women.
first of all, we are women. We don't hate women. I'm actually a pretty strong feminist myself, but I also like the truth. I'm never going to just favor a woman because she's a woman. And second of all, we didn't even know you commented. It got folded and we had no idea.
Yeah, it got folded, so we didn't even know it was there. And that's why I'm assuming nobody could see it. But we don't delete comments. We do not care enough to delete them. So,
Especially if they're one like that and we can explain what we're saying, we will not be deleting comments.
mm-hmm.
So,
And then
just say you hate women. Like, girl.
We were also talking she was poking fun at Trump, joking that he should just, because like, they just give us all these distractions, so we don't know what the government's actually doing, and so she was joking that he should come out as gay to really distract everyone, and someone said, "And who gave you that safe space, effing liberals?"
So that
His
was
name was JD.
an interesting
Hello,
one.
JD. You've given us the safe space.
Yes, you're such a safe space. You commenting on a video, hating on it. Oh yeah, thank you, safe space.
And then we discussed one about the halftime
Sorry,
show.
I just have to go back to that. Back to me being just a political tyrant. First of all, if any political party gave us safe spaces to be gay, I can tell you it was not conservative people. So,
True.
I can tell you conservative people who call other people liberals are not the people who gave gay people a safe space.
Well, he's being sarcastic.
I don't think he is. I think he's saying respect Trump because he makes America great again.
Well, yeah, yeah. But he's not saying like we have a safe space. He wants us to feel unsafe. Anyway, the next one
We
was
don't. We hide behind a screen.
we did not tune into the All American halftime show, blah, blah, blah. And it's just us discussing the halftime show. She can speak a lot of Spanish. She loved it. It was not my vibe because I did not know what was going on. It was no hate toward the artist, but I literally only speak English and it was not my vibe. So someone said, ha ha ha, so funny, girls. So many viewers. The only division was a Spanish halftime show. Time for jobs. And his screen name was low.50h, but I think they mean low IQ. And we just said, if two cousins sitting on a couch chatting is offensive to you, it's time to move on.
True. And also, I don't understand why it offends people so much that we sit here and are allowed to have our own opinions.
I know. People are like, how dare you not agree with me?
And also, in the video, I said I loved it. She said she didn't love it. I don't know what the problem was in that
The
video.
problem is it's time for us to get different jobs.
I have a job.
And then we did one on the infamous Chapel Roan Grammys outfit with the sheer dress hanging from the nip rings. I don't care if it was real or not real. The whole point was for it to look like she was butt naked. So like your point is it's not valid to me. And I was saying, I don't care how people dress, but because children watch that, I think it's inappropriate and I think people will do anything to get attention, including her. And also the clips I've seen of her, she is not nice to her fans anyway, so I don't really feel bad stating that. Allegedly not nice to her
Think
fans.
about a 4-year-old boy watching that, a grown woman basically having her nipples out.
So many people were like, it's not her real nipples. Like it literally was designed, if it's not, to look exactly like her real naked body. So what you're saying is not valid.
Yeah.
Because my point was little kids don't need to see that. Anyways, people commented, obviously you do care about how people dress if you're making a whole podcast episode about it. Alyssa James said that. And it was like a 2-minute clip of just what was going on in pop culture that week. So move along. Another user 560876459 said, grow up, with 3 crying faces. There are such bigger issues in the world right now. And other celebrities who have had just as revealing outfits at the Grammys. And I could tell they were offended. So thank you for stating the obvious. There are bigger issues in the world.
And actually, we talk about them on our podcast a lot.
And then Lila's my favorite. She said, mind you, she was at the Grammys, you weren't. If you don't care about how people dress, why are you commenting on it? Why are we talking about it? And I said, we weren't there. Are you sure? And she said, pretty damn sure. And if you were, you probably weren't on the carpet. And so we said, prove it. Move along.
We're probably rage baiting like 12-year-olds. Suck it.
And then someone else said, why do you feel the need to be hateful about nothing that concerns you? Because this is a podcast that talks about pop culture, and I'm not being hateful. I'm saying I think it's wrong that people are butt naked at an award show that children watch.
Yeah, we didn't say anything about.
I'm not saying she's X, Y, or Z. I'm literally saying I don't think anyone, including her, should be looking like they're butt naked at an award show for attention. Next.
Hang on. Before we get too deep into this episode, let's intro it.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Addie.
And you're listening to Too Close Podcast.
Let's dive into it. All right.
Do you need to plug that charger in? It's just wait
no,
to
it's
jump
he's
off
good.
the cliff. Okay, so we're recording again.
Yeah.
Another comment was about the Idaho 4 and Brian Koberger, and we were talking about how he had a real issue with the bananas that were being served to him. And we're like, if you've killed 4 innocent people, I don't care how you feel about the bananas, you're being served in jail. Basically, that was the whole clip. And someone said, he didn't do it. And if you still think he did, then you're a sheep. And they used the wrong then. They said, then you're a sheep. I'm going to turn into a sheep. This is Hot Mess Jess. Hello, Hot Mess Jess. And we said, you state that he's innocent as a fact. Can you prove that he didn't? She said, it's innocent until proven guilty. Not the other way around, lady. 2 exclamation points.
But he
It
pleaded.
takes 0 evidence, 0 all caps. And you shouldn't pass judgment on people in prison. You're only one bad choice away. So are you, Jess.
True, murdering someone is a bad choice.
Murdering 4 people is also bad.
But he pleaded guilty, so he's guilty.
True. Allegedly, he killed 4 people. So you can have your opinion, and we'll have our opinion.
I agree.
I would have just kept scrolling if I were you. The next one, we were talking about Candace Owens' series Bride of Charlie. And we were basically saying if she was grieving, it's like really weird that she'd be coming out in all glitter jumpsuits with pyrotechnics, on. And someone said, KK said, pathetic big girls hate pretty girls. And we said, not quite, but okay, with a heart. Because we never said Erica Kirk is not pretty. I think she's very pretty. I just think she might be in on her husband's death, allegedly.
Yeah, that's actually my favorite comment. I keep quoting it all the time. There's 2 pathetic big girls.
We should intro the podcast. Welcome back to 2 pathetic big girls on a couch.
Like, I don't know. We're not hating on her because we think that she's not pretty. We're hating on her because she has had some suspicious actions in the last.
I love that people just assume that if you hate a pretty person, it's because they're pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you hate an ugly person, is it because they're ugly?
And also, why do they think that we hate her because we're ugly and we wish we looked like her?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
What is 2 big pathetic? God, 2 big pathetic girls. Thank you for that. I needed that in my life, especially on that day. It was just great to wake up to that.
Also, my favorite thing to do is if you post a hateful comment calling us stupid, fat, ugly, likely I have looked at your profile and I make my own judgments. So, but I don't post them. I just keep scrolling.
Shout out to you, KK.
Thank you, KK. Noted. Can you please post a full body pic of yourself? Next.
Damn.
If they want to hate on someone's appearance, do you want someone to critique yours?
True.
Probably not. We didn't say anything about Erica Kirk's appearance. What we said had nothing to do with her appearance. I think she's very pretty.
She's just a fucking psycho.
Yeah. Heaven forbid you hate someone because they're psychotic, not because they're pretty. Oh, I wanted to give you... Do you remember the podcast I always talk about? Coffee Combos?
Mm-hmm.
I've listened to them for so long. It's Kale Lowry and Lindsay Chrisley. And she had recently did a podcast update about her boyfriend at the time. I don't know if she's still with him or not. Allegedly cheating on her. Sounded heartbroken because it sounds like her son, who I think is maybe 13, doesn't like him, doesn't want her to be with him. And she was struggling because she was in love with him. So imagine how hard that is.
Yeah.
Anyway, last night, according to TMZ, he was arrested for strangling her. But the weird thing is, supposedly he called the cops on himself. And when the police got there, they saw visible marks on Lindsay. And I was just sad for her.
Yeah, that is sad.
Like, trying to make things work even though, like, your son might not approve, nobody approves, only to be abused.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And I think a situation like that's something you can only judge if you're in it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine what it's like being in love with someone, knowing it's toxic and awful, yet still not being comfortable enough or feeling good enough to walk away from that and things just progressively getting worse. Another thing in pop culture, I guess this segment should just be too Hollywood or too famous. Um, Donald Trump's rampage about Megyn Kelly, Did you read it?
Mm-mm.
Tucker Carlson. Okay, I'll read it. Let me pull it up.
Tucker Carlson has famously been with Trump on Trump's side for everything. Maybe that SNL sketch really turned him around. Wasn't that about him?
Oh, I don't know.
What are we doing? What's going on? Isn't that one about
That's
him?
about Tucker.
Yeah. What are we doing? What's going
The
on?
way he talks is just.
And he has been so famous with Trump. And I saw a TikTok of him. I think he has some sort of, it was an interview online, or maybe it was like even a podcast. And he was talking about how it's terrible that Trump, like, claims to be this Christian conservative man and was tweeting the F word on Easter about Iran and saying that
Mm-hmm.
he's going to end their whole civilization.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw another clip of Tucker saying, what was he saying? Oh, talking about how he was there when Trump got inaugurated and how it's suspicious that Trump didn't put his hand on the Bible. And I love that now people who are like famously really stick with one side are like questioning things on both, obviously
On
both
both
sides,
sides,
but
yeah.
like being like, hey, this seems off. To me, this doesn't seem right. And I like that.
I cannot find the tweet, but it basically said Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, Alex Jones, and Candace Owens. He called them all stupid, said they're all against him. And then you know how Candace Owens did that series on Brigitte Macron?
I just saw she was live last night with another one, and I'm like, what is going on,
Okay,
Candace?
so in his tweet, he put, and Candace is famously accused, I'm paraphrasing. Candace is famously accused Brigitte Macron of being a man, blah, 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 but she's a woman and she's much, much prettier than Candace, in my opinion. So Candace was like, I think shocked, but also probably cackling. She posted, I'll be back on air today because we need to process the fact that Trump is out here saying that Brigitte is hotter than me. Grounds for the 25th Amendment, in my humble opinion. I just love her.
I think that is hilarious. Imagine having beef with the president.
I
First of all,
know.
presidents should be like these political. I'm not saying they can do no wrong, but I'm saying they should be a
I
little
found
bit
it. It's
more.
this long.
Holy, don't even read that.
Yeah, I
That's a
know.
waste of our podcast time.
I know.
I just think Trump is going off of his rocker. Yeah. I used to like think he was a good, solid man who made the right decisions for our country, and now I'm like, I feel like he's power hungry, like crazy.
There's something freaking weird going on with him and Israel, I think.
I'm unsure about what's going on with him.
And Epstein, and he's entangled in a big mess, I think.
And I feel like he just keeps digging the hole deeper. I'm like, Trump, put down the shovel and act like a normal president.
I
Protect your citizens.
just the fact that you are a president attacking anyone like that, calling them ugly and stupid is just not it. It is not it.
That's what I'm saying.
And he attacks appearances, like,
Imagine having beef with the president. Like, you're ugly. Imagine a
yeah.
president saying that to you.
It might mean more than KK saying that.
True. Trump, if you want to call us ugly, please. I would love to have beef with you, sir. I would love it. Mr. BM, he has a BMI of what, 15, he said? Okay.
Times 2 or 3.
Hold-
All right, I have an update for the Too Evil segment.
Ooh, who's it about?
Uh,
Which murderer is it about?
let's see, Lakin Snelling. So we've been
Mm.
talking about her, I think 2 different episodes because we've been getting little updates. So I want to read you what David Harris Jr. posted. It
Who is that?
says, he's
someone I follow on social media. Hang on, I'll tell you more about him in a second.
Okay.
He said the Kentucky cheerleader who was accused of secretly giving birth before killing her newborn and putting the baby in a trash bag pleads not guilty. Prosecutors accused Laken Snelling of suffocating the infant right after giving birth. She was initially charged with abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and concealing the birth of an infant. In March, Snelling was also indicted on first-degree manslaughter charges, which she now pled not guilty to. Her college roommates say they suspected she'd been concealing a pregnancy and they heard strange noises coming from her room during labor. Snelling allegedly put the baby in a plastic bag in her closet before getting McDonald's after giving birth. She is facing a total of over 30 years in prison. To me, that is a
You
little.
read that last episode.
The whole thing? I just screenshot it today.
Oh, you read something exactly
Well,
like that.
she was gonna get between a certain amount.
Oh,
I
okay.
gave like another update, but I read that this was, I think, new. Um,
Hmm.
hang on a second.
Anyway, you're a mother. What do you personally think about that? I don't feel like I would have as a good of a take. Well, I am like young and in college. I would definitely be freaked out, but I can't really say what I would do in that situation, but I don't think it would be that. Is I guess what my take would be.
I can see panicking if you're afraid of being a mother or if you are maybe like maybe she was in denial. This is all alleged, just my opinion. But maybe she was in denial and when things happen, she just I don't know if you've ever been through something traumatic where you say to yourself like, did that just happen? Is this real? Like I know when one of my kids was life flighted from a very bad seizure, I kind of was in this weird state of mind, like nothing felt real. I think because of all the adrenaline, maybe. I don't know. It was very traumatic. So I don't know if maybe it was that, like she didn't think it was real and she was just panicking. But my thing is, after you had the baby, I would think it'd be your instinct to call your mom, to call your friend, to get your roommates and be like, oh my God, can you help me? But instead, allegedly, she suffocated a baby that was born alive, stuffed it in a trash bag like it was a piece of garbage, and left it for to go move on with her day. To me, that as a first instinct is scary.
See, when we talked about it probably more than 10 episodes ago, I thought the baby was born unalive. So then I was like, okay, stuffing it and hiding it could be a normal
In
reaction
panic.
to panic.
Yeah.
But I just I don't know. It's such a scary situation that you would never know what it would be like, especially
Hmm.
if she didn't know she was pregnant.
Yeah. So I had read something, I cannot remember where. Information about this is everywhere. So everything's just alleged, things I've seen, whatever. But someone said they might have phone evidence of her knowing.
Mm,
Like maybe she texted the baby daddy or something. And then obviously if they look in her medical records there might be sonograms and I don't know. But to charge her, I think they would have to have a lot of proof the baby was born alive and proof she knew,
mm-hmm.
she was pregnant maybe. I don't know. It's just it's so sad.
Yeah. I do feel like
And
it's
to plead not guilty when you know you did it,
mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't understand that.
But would she want to plead guilty to that
Usually
sentencing?
you get a plea deal if you plead
Um,
guilty, like to get you to plead guilty, but I don't know. I feel kind of bad though in a way cuz if it was just like all the adrenaline and panic and like not knowing what to do if she's young, maybe she doesn't have a good relationship with someone close that she can just call and say, "Hey, this is what happened and I'm panicking. Can you help me?" But she's around 20. I don't know her exact age. She's a college student though, so around 20. And to get 30 years, she'll be 50. Zero chance at like a normal get
mm-hmm.
married, have children, whatever in like your 30s.
Yeah,
So that part to me is sad, but I think there's like two sides of it. Like you can't just get away with killing an innocent baby, and
for sure.
also it does still suck that she'll likely be, you know,
Yeah, see, I can only
Middle-aged.
have my own opinion on it. I am a college student, and if, say, right now I found out I was pregnant or I didn't know and I gave birth to a baby, I know that I have people that I could call. It would be a little upsetting to them, but you know what I mean? I have people that I can call that would help me through, even if I was panicking and like, I don't know what to do, I don't know, they would help me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But she might not have that. So it's just,
Adeline would immediately call me.
I would call Alicia. Everybody knows that. I would say, hey, I'm the Virgin Mary. I just gave birth, but it just, I don't know.
I think it's no matter what, it just sucks. I I don't feel bad for her in a way, but I do feel bad for her
Hmm.
in another way. I guess under Two Evil, I saw the Daily Mail had posted about all these scientists and like top officials from NASA are going missing or mysteriously dying. So it says mystery surrounds death of the ninth scientist tied to top secret programs as disturbing pattern grows. Some of these people, I've seen different like videos talking about it. I think there were 8 in the last video I saw. But like some of them have just vanished, some of them have been shot in their home. It is disturbing. It's disturbing because I immediately am like, the government's in on it.
Yeah. Like, what is it that they know that would lead them to be kidnapped or shot or killed or
Mm-hmm.
like what is that top secret? I just
And
can't
also,
even.
though, I am sure they have already told people. You know, like
Yeah.
picture you're somebody's husband or wife and you know that there are aliens among us or something, and like you're gonna, it's gonna come up. I was talking to my dad recently about like the CIA and how usually no one knows if someone works for the CIA because it's supposed to be, you're supposed to like camouflage like a
Mhm.
chameleon. Like you're not supposed to know. I'm like, what about their spouse? And he was saying that I think the way it works is you kind of build this character for yourself. And if you say like, "Oh, I'm a school teacher or I sell insurance or whatever," they'll make sure you have stuff to back that up. Like say if you get pulled over and they're like, "Let me see your ID." It might not even be your name or something. I don't know. The way he was explaining it, I'm like, that is so creepy. So like, do you even know people that you think you know?
Ew, ew. I mean, I don't think I know anybody who's in the CIA. A lot of people
I
I
looked at
don't
my
know.
dad. I'm like, "Are you in the CIA?"
Could you imagine? He's like, yeah.
He's like, "You wouldn't know if I was."
Imagine like getting married to somebody and then like
And then
finding that there should be a movie about that.
finding out that they're like a top government
He's like,
official.
time to go be an accountant.
Right.
And his name is not his name. He wasn't born where he is. His family's not his family. His
That's creepy. I wouldn't doubt it though. Because if it has to be top secret for you to actually gain intelligence
my thing is, how do you get
as in
that job
information, like secret information, I would assume the government picks you.
based off of
I don't know.
like do they start as like police
If
officers or
someone knows more about this and can explain it, I am so curious. Please tell us how it all
we're pretty
works.
naive about a lot of things. I feel like just recently we've become conspiracy not well,
Conspiracy theorists.
about different things that we have never really thought of before,
Mhm.
like thought deeply into before. And now I feel like everything is just it's all a lie.
I know.
It's all a lie.
I know. It's scary. Mine started with Charlie Kirk and his murder.
Mhm.
Ever since then, nobody can tell me anything. And then the Epstein files are released, and I see who's in them.
We see you. We don't appreciate it. We don't like it.
But ever since then, I'm like, no one can tell me anything that I'll believe.
Mhm.
I might as well wear a tinfoil hat.
Pretty much.
What else? Weren't we asking Grandma something about? Oh, we were bringing up some conspiracies because we were saying, hey, we should have you on for like a conspiracy, like a gossip and conspiracy talk segment. Our grandma's so funny and so precious. Um, but I don't feel like she believes in any of the conspiracy theories. We're like, do you think we landed on the moon? Do you believe in aliens? And we just like bombarded her and she was like, hmm.
Yeah. If we have an episode, we'll just have to see how that goes. Sometimes she's not talkative, but about the Artemis II. I saw a thing, and it just kind of made me depressed. This goes back to us hating women like we do. There was a TikTok that I saw, and it was all from a post of the four of them. There was three men and one woman, and not all the comments, but they highlighted it was like a video showing the hate comments about why feminism is still a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And all the hate comments were like, I bet she was the first person to ever complain while orbiting the moon, so far away from Earth and so far away from the kitchen, and the men only brought her so they wouldn't get bored on their 10-day trip. And I'm like, that's just disgusting. This woman is a million times smarter than you are, and you feel the need to comment just because she's a woman going to space.
I got thinking the other day,
I
like
should just read them.
touching on that though, I got thinking the other day, I'm like, it kind of sucks to get more hateful feedback than it does like good
Oh, for
feedback.
sure.
But then I'm like, literally no matter who you are, people hate on you. Freaking look at Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
A billionaire, pretty, smart, funny. People still, half the population, I'd say, they're either a Swiftie or they hate her. For what reason? I don't know, but
Yeah. Let me just read you some of the comments. So this is about um the woman who went to space on the Artemis II. And this is the first one. They're gonna take this girl to Pound Moon. Get it? Because she's going out of space to the moon, and the moon doesn't have its own town. Imagine your wife doing around the moon with 3 dudes. Poor fella. Hopefully the woman is not in control. Woman so they don't get bored in space. Why we have all the ways to push this female gender narrative. Her husband's still waiting for his sandwich. Why the woman?
okay, so it's 4 people, 3 men,
Mm-hmm.
1 woman.
Mm-hmm.
So 25% only are female and they're still dumping on her.
Mm-hmm. Woman is going to be the first one to complain in space. Her man's the real MVP for staying home with the kids while she's having fun in the stars. My wife should go to space. That one's
funny.
That one's a little funny. But it would be funny if a woman said my husband should go to space anyway.
Yeah.
Show a woman who takes full accountability for her own actions. Now that's something I'll celebrate.
Oh, where does that fit in to being successful enough to be the one and only
Mm-hmm. Female who's going
woman on that trip?
And I was just like,
I'd love to know the people
poor Christina, I
posting
feel
this.
so bad.
The people posting this. What's your job? What do you do? What do you look like?
Mm-hmm.
How smart are you? Like, prove yourself if you're gonna dump on everyone else.
That kind of just tied back into our hate comments. And I saw that,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't say I'm like a super, super, super duper feminist. Obviously, I feel like every woman is a feminist. Nobody wants to be treated less than. Nobody doesn't want the right to be able to speak, vote, do anything.
I don't want to get drafted though.
It wouldn't be my favorite thing, but I just thought that was so disgusting. The husband's a real MVP. And I'm like, yes, applaud stay-at-home dads. We love you. But just as much as stay-at-home moms, you don't get any more credit than them.
Right. No, touching on that though, literally, moms could be grocery shopping, going to the park, going to the dentist, going to the zoo all in one afternoon with like 4 kids. And then they see like a dad taking one child anywhere and they're like, he's a really great dad. Look at that dad. And it's like,
Given he's probably doing
he's
better than most.
50% of this kid. What?
But I just thought that was so strange. Like, she's going to the friggin' moon. Don't be a jerk. And also, that woman is a million times smarter than you are. Get off your phone and stop hating on her.
It's so easy for like, I don't want to say deadbeat people, but like certain people to not do anything with their own life, but to be online, like hating on every single person that they see online.
No,
Like,
but that's an active choice that they make. I
yeah, I know.
have a lot of free time. She knows that. I have a lot of free time. But you won't catch me on the internet hating on somebody. Like, that's an active choice that you make, and you're not gonna see me doing it
No, that's what I'm saying
unless
though.
it's Trump or,
Is
somebody awful.
I feel like it's usually a certain type of person
Yeah.
hating people for no reason. Like it says so much more about those people than it does the people who they're hating on.
Oh, that would never make me think anything less of. Nobody's gonna look at that comment and be like, "Yeah, why did they take a woman to space?" You know what I mean? Like everybody's gonna be like, "Ugh."
Or even our hate comments. Some of them I'm just like,
Oh, shout out. Okay, back to our hate comments. We didn't
I
even
was gonna
mention
bring up the
this.
good one.
Shout out to the one guy who said, "Ignore all the hate,"
Wyatt Schweltzler the second. He was so sweet. People were hating on us.
and he said,
And he
"Ignore the
said,
hate."
ignore the hate. And I was like, oh, I love you.
I was like, "That's so nice."
Hmm.
Why are we pushing this women agenda? I'm like, ew, I hate you.
Oh my God.
And also, people who hate comment, would you ever say that to the person's face?
Probably not.
No. So keep it to your damn self.
I
Ugh.
just don't understand it. I'm not one to just be like, if I see something I don't agree with or I don't like, guess what? Swipe.
Yeah. But
So
that
easy.
with the moon landing, I'm like, it's 4 people who got chosen, and one of them is a woman, and that is
Mhm.
amazing.
I know, I agree.
Imagine how much hate it would get if it was 3 women and 1 man. It'd be like, what a lucky guy to go to space with 3 chicks.
Right?
Don't call them chicks, they're astronauts who are geniuses. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. So true. It's so funny.
That just like hurt my soul a little bit.
I just think it's funny. I'm getting such mixed signals. There's people who just hate on women no matter what they look like, what they accomplish, how smart they are, how great of a person they are. And then there's the people who you see someone like Taylor Frankie Paul doing something very wrong on film. Whatever she was doing on film was so wrong. And people are like, just say you hate women if you don't agree with her. Like, what? You literally cannot win. You cannot win.
Pretty
You either
much.
hate women or you're sexist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? Grow up, people.
You hate women or you're a fucking liberal.
I know. I know. Ugh, I'm getting stiff.
Me too.
Sitting here so
Like an
long.
old woman.
I need to stretch my legs.
Like an old woman.
Oh my God, my foot's sticking out.
Gross.
Oh.
Get it out of here.
Anyways, how's our sign look? Do you guys like it? It took us so long to pick the right font, so I hope it looks okay.
It took us 3 days. That's what I mean by I have a lot of free time.
Yeah.
But I think it just looks so much more professional. I wish podcast equipment was more expensive so you couldn't afford it.
Oh, someone else also said, I didn't read our hate comments on YouTube. Hang on, let me pull them up.
Oh, the one that said, this is why you should have to get a license to have a podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say ours is one of the greats, but we enjoy it. Nobody's hate comments is going to make us stop doing this because we have fun. As she says nothing.
No, I'm looking up the comment.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
We have so much fun.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Oh, that one's about my period cup horror story.
What
Okay,
was it?
people on YouTube are a lot nicer than people on TikTok.
And we didn't even friggin' know that any of this happened on TikTok. I was so shocked.
I know. I was like, wow, we said one day, like, wow, we haven't even gotten any hate comments. They were just hidden. So this one's, I don't really know if it's hate, but we had a clip saying we were addressing our male hate commenters, just talking about how if people are hating on us, it's normally men. Ew, sorry. It's normally men. And so Eric Cannon, Y2X, said, how many people do you think are rewatching your podcasts?
Not many.
I said, proving our point here. We were also referring to our clips, which are about 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Back to this. And the strangest comment we got was on Instagram, and it was a gif of 2 scissors. I'm like, we are 2 cousins.
We're related.
Literally in our bio says 2 cousins is like the first thing it says. So no, we don't do any scissoring.
And also, neither of us are lesbians. So, both of those would make it weird.
Two women hanging out, gotta be gay. Got to be gay.
That's just so funny.
What are you looking for?
I was looking for more stuff I had screenshotted.
No. Robert, our hater on YouTube.
I can't even remember what he said. He's the one that deleted it, right?
I think so, yeah.
So, what did he even say?
I can't remember. It wasn't nice.
Mm-mm. Do you want to talk about Brooke Preston in this one?
No, we're at 44 minutes. So.
Okay, do you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
All right.
All
I
right.
think that's going to be all for today.
This episode was a shout out to our haters.
For real. Also, people that aren't our haters, we have a Facebook group if you want to join. Eventually, we'll pay more attention to it. And hopefully, we can do Q&As and stuff like that there sometime, but
And we also have YouTube. We're posted on Apple and Spotify. We have YouTube. YouTube, we post full episodes and shorts. And then for just shorter clips, we have Instagram and TikTok.
TikTok's where all the mean people are. So if you would like to join them.
It hurts our feelings a little, but
Not me. I don't have any.
sorry.
Bye.
Bye.